Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All Educational Videos channel. We are continuing with learning Scratch and making Scratch tutorials, and in this video I am going to try to explain you how and when to use Scratch block, which is named Y position. Okay, let's go to Scratch to see this block in action. Okay, this block is one of the motion blocks, the blue one. So if you have opened some of other Scratch block groups, click on the blue motion circle, then scroll down and find Y position block. Click and drag it from left to the right. I have selected Scratch cat object, Scratch cat sprite, so I will be coding Scratch cat. And before using this new block, let's see in a few moments what we have achieved so far. I will start again to see how it works. Yes, when I go left and right, I have my X position and when I go to the right edge, not touching but close, I will advance to the next level, which is the concert level. Then the music starts. It's a little bit annoying. I will stop this music and detach it in a second, but let's see if everything else works fine. Now when I go close to the edge, I should be advancing to the third level. That works great. And now back to the first when I go to the edge. Oh yeah, so here is the problem. When I enter the third level, that works fine, but when I want to exit the third level and go back to the first one again, I have a problem. The Scratch is not doing what I want. He transfers the cat to the concert, to the second level instead of the first. Okay, so I will fix that and then we can learn the Y position block. So first of all, I want to find out where the music starts. Where have I coded the music? I think it's in Dancing Kid. When backdrop switches to level start, stop all sounds. Okay, and yeah, it's here. When backdrop switches to level concert, start sound. I will detach it just for a while because it annoys me a little bit, and it's heavy. It's hard to work with this kind of music when you switch from the first to the second level on and on all the time. It's kind of distracting and annoying, so I will just detach it for now and we will attach it later back for the final version. Okay, that was the first problem. And the second problem was what? I will for a second I will click on the stage and I will go to the top left to the backdrop just to check my backgrounds to see what backdrops I have. I have this level start, which is blank white, and then I have second level, which is concert level, and then I have third level, which is XY grid. Okay, that's all fine with me, but I have a problem here. When going from the concert to the third level, that means when going from the second level to the third, that works fine, but when I go from the third to the first, that's how the Scratch works. You should loop from the third from the first, so it goes 1 2 1 2 3, then go back to the 1, then again 2 3, so it loops on and on from 3 to 1, from last to first. But I have a problem here. When the cat is near the edge on the third level, it should jump to the first level, but I don't see that in action in my game. So the problem is when I am on the third level and when I want to go onto the first level, that doesn't work. Okay, so let's go back to the cat and let's see the code for the cat. Why? Because that's where the problem is. and that's what I want to change. I want to change my cat so when the cat is on the third level on the XY stage and she goes to the right edge, I want to go to the first level and not to the second level. Let's see where we have defined that. Okay, so let's just check out what we have done so far. When backdrop switches to level start, set size to 100%, that's when I start the game. Okay, and at the same time I will put my cat on some position x minus 177 and y minus 105. That's all cool. Then I have coded my cat to go left and right and top and bottom with these up and down and left and right arrows. That's all works fine, but I have a problem when my x position is greater than 210 to the right. I should go to the next backdrop. Okay, so we have coded that here, that works fine, but I have problem from on the third level. So let's find out where the third level is. It's here. When backdrop switches to XY grid, set the size 100%. That means cat is 100 pixels, 100% big in pixels, and go to the position left. Okay, that works fine. So when I go from the second level to the third level, put the cat to the left and set her size to 100%. But when I go from the third level to the first level, let's find out where that is. So when I go from the third to the first, that means when backdrop switches to first level, that is here. When backdrop switches to level start. Okay, so the problem is there. Yeah, I see it. I haven't used this block. Go to minus 128 and minus 40, and that means what? That means when I'm on the stage on some other position than left, and if I click on this, it will snap to the left specific position, just like that. So I have forgot to add that block to this block which defines when backdrop switches to level start. So what I want to do here is to make cat go to the left edge every time I enter the level start. I have done that once here for the start of the game, but because we have changed our game on and we have made our game reacts to cat going to the right edge of the screen, we have to add it here also. Okay, so let's see now just fast if it works. Yeah, now there is a conflict because at the same time I'm telling the Scratch what to do. When the green flag is clicked, that means when my game starts, go to minus 177 and minus 105, and at the same time I'm telling the Scratch go to minus 128, minus 40 when backdrop switches to level start. So I will have to do either to delete one or to change one. Yeah, I can delete this one and change it to here, just like that. But I maybe I don't even need it here, because this will work every time, but this will work also when I skip from the third level to the first level. Let's see if it works. Yeah, okay, so Scratch is now to the left. It will go now to the concert stage and change its size and position. Great. Now it will go to the third level, XY grid, and change its size and position to the left and 100%. That's cool. And now again, if it all works fine, I will jump to the first level. Yeah, great. So you can go on and on like this from from left to right to enter the next level and so on. So we have made this game more interesting. Okay, I will stop it here for a second, and let's try finally to explain now what this new block is used for. Okay, this Y position, as we have learned before, we have for every sprite on the stage we have some so-called mathematical signs, symbols X and Y, where X represents left and right position on the stage of that sprite, and Y position represents top and bottom, top and down position, up and down position of that sprite on the stage. So if you remember, here we have defined our cat to say her X position every time, forever, when we move her on the stage. So if I start the game, you can see now the X position, which goes minus from left to the right, and it grows to the right, but that is X position. I want now to see my Y position, and my Y position is up and down, top and bottom position. So the simplest solution, the simplest example here is just to detach this X position and attach this Y position to see what and how this Y position changes from time to time. So now you can see, if I go left and right, my Y position, my number on the stage is not changing. Why? Because I'm not changing my up and down position, only left and right, so I'm only changing my X position now. But if I go up and down, now look at the number, it will grow if you go to the up, and it will lower if you go to the bottom. You can see that even more clear if I go on our third level, the XY grid, the XY stage, because there we have coordinate system. So you can see here now, cat is now on 0, 0, and if it goes up, you can see that up is Y, blue axis, and it grows. So I will go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on, up to 180, and even a little bit more. And same goes if I go to the bottom and I press the down arrow, and now cat goes into the negatives. So this is only to show how Y position changes, and we can use it in some more complex videos and examples later. But what I wanted to show you here also, and that is the problem which we are going to explain how to solve in next video, is when you are on some level which is like this example, for example this stage, you don't want your cat to go, for example, too much on the down. So like here you're walking on these people's heads, maybe you want that, I don't know. But if you don't want the cat to go up in the sky too much, you have to say to the Scratch, hey Scratch, my Y position, my top Y axis, sorry, is too much, my height is going too much, I want to limit that number, I want to limit how much my cat can go up in the sky. So to define that, you have to use this Y position, you have to use these numbers, these values, and we will explain that in later videos. So when we code that, and when we program our Scratch to do that, our cat will not be able anymore to walk in the sky like this. Maybe for some of your games you will like that, but for my game here and now, I don't want my cat to go too much in the sky, to fly like this and so on. But if you want to do it, okay, you can do it. Okay, so this was the video in which we have learned how and when to use Y position in some simplest examples. You will use it in a lot of your games, probably if you make more complex games, and we will learn that later in some more complex tutorials. But for now, that's it. Now go on and Scratch, make some of your games and learn and share with your friends and other people. That's it for now, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye for now.